finish line. It's my time to shine. Gravity can't keep me from reaching what I know is mine. The stars give me a sign, so I'll keep on making my way. I know that it's sophisticated. I'm such a lady, looking at you, baby, making me go crazy. Yeah, ooh, ooh, baby, all night. You the one hit, baby. Anyone heal me? Anyone care? Fuckery.
So, because he knew it was wrong. If he didn't know it was wrong, he wouldn't be trying to hide it.
I think
Did you sell out the CMB? Mr. Brown, are you pleased with the outcome?
Absolutely. I think the American justice system is the greatest in the world. Proud to be an American. Hi, Mom.
Idolater, your soul is required in here!
This show is brought to you by the survivors of R. Kelly. Pissed off for getting pissed on. And this talking toilet. They need some love too, R. Kelly.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
no problem.
Appreciate it.
It was my idea.
Great idea. I've watched you guys' episodes.
Yeah.
Pretty much every single one. I haven't seen 5 and 6 though. I can't wait to see.
Okay. 6 is on the way.
Yeah.
6 is on the way. 7's in the works. Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of perfect right now for me to be on this show.
Yeah.
Because that video that came out,
Mm-hmm.
the one that went
That video
crazy
was dope.
viral.
Yeah.
We were a
It's kind
viral
of- it's
sensation.
We
of-
actually reposted it as well.
Yes, and that was so cool. Thank you for that too.
Mhm.
It's kind of a combination of facts and fuckery, I would say.
Part of my crush, and I was crushed.
Are you writing away right now?
No.
That song, it started from the bottom. I love that song. I saw Drake last night,
Oh,
actually.
you saw Drake?
Yeah,
What was he doing?
he was at the Art of Elysium event last night. It's a really great organization. They've supported over 30,000 kids who are, what did they call
Oh,
it?
Drake has something to do with that?
Yeah, he came and supported, just
Drake's
like a
a nice
lot of
guy.
stars last night.
Yeah, nice guy.
He is a nice guy.
Yeah.
Taking care of the kids.
Yeah, that organization though is really dope. Art really does heal.
Speaking of the kids, though, how y'all feel about R. Kelly? I had to throw that in there.
Deflated.
Like,
I cannot believe. I just feel so guilty.
you feel guilty.
Yes,
For
because
who?
well, just for supporting him so much.
I mean, it's just music, though. You didn't know.
It's
like,
not just music.
But you didn't know.
This music is based on people's experience.
But you didn't know, like, for sure. Like, I feel like music
That's
is
true.
a separation of the actual person. Like
Yeah,
you said.
I mean, I've
was talking to somebody about that today.
compartmentalized for sure, like the music versus the artist. But I don't think it's right to, like, right now. I think I'll give you an example. My sisters and I saw, and their partners. We all saw a really nice jacket at Ross. We were doing some Christmas shopping, and it was so dope. It looked great on her. She was about to buy it. Then she saw a label. On the label it said Ivanka Trump. And she could not, therefore, buy and support anything Trump. Because...
Fuck Trump, like we said.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a light word. There's a better word for it.
Yeah.
For anybody to support.
Are you watching his whatever?
Yes.
Well, it's not his. It's about him, but it's not like his.
I am. It's very frustrating.
I haven't watched any of it. It's like
it's despicable. It's despicable. It talks about graphic events. And
okay, so it's literally just people being interviewed about what happened to them?
For the most part, yes.
Okay.
And you know, it's just messed up because as a person who knows about the developmental stages of the brain, a 14-year-old, 13-year-old, 12-year-old can easily be manipulated into doing sexual acts or any kind of acts that are not in their best interest, that will be damaging to their minds, their lives, their emotional states. It's just
graduated
so
from
messed
UCLA
up.
in neuroscience, so the development study is definitely real.
Yeah.
Put it on the camera.
It's just
Yeah.
really
Shout out to
despicable.
UCLA.
And I don't care what you went through. There's too many people, there's too many examples of people in history who have gone through the worst thing you can possibly go through and did not turn around and repeat the same abuse that they got.
Yeah, so there's no excuse for him. He just.
I don't think there's an excuse. I can understand that he went through some pain and he had some real trauma and, you know.
What if he didn't go through any of that and he's just like
Condolences
really a nasty
for
guy?
that.
He just,
I'm sure
literally-
everything comes
You know
from
what?
something, you know.
I think
But
he's
it's not-
nasty. I think
Hey,
he's
what
a
if he's just
nasty
nasty?
nigga.
Like he's just turned on by it.
You seen the interview? How you say
Say it.
he had a, what?
Don't say it
I
then.
said I hate to say it. I don't even want to say it.
Oh.
It's like one of those situations
I
where
hate
it's
to
like
hear it.
real. Like you just don't want to even.
You seen the interview where he talked about the crush with his mom?
I seen that.
Oh, where he said
I seen that. I
want to
don't even know why I
want to
seen that. I
marry
seen
you.
that today.
I turned the cup around where her
You saw
lips
it?
is.
Yeah. It must have been a clip.
That's a weird. That's a weird. I don't even know how I seen that.
He seems like innately like that. Like when I look at him,
He said he had a crush on his mom's, right? And he like it was
He
like
said, I
something
want to
about a
marry you one
class,
day.
and he wanted
Something
to
like that.
sip.
Before she go to work, before I go to school, and she would get us a Danish. It's all we could afford is a Danish and a cup of coffee. And we would split the Danish and cup of coffee. She wore this cheap lipstick. And she would put 3 creams and 6 sugars in the coffee. And she would stir it up. She would open the Danish, split it with the little plastic white knife. She had this cheap lipstick, and she would taste the coffee to make sure it was sweet enough. And she'd leave the ring of lipstick on the coffee from which she tasted the coffee. And I remember when she would give me mine, when I would sip from the cup, I would turn it around, and I would drink from her lipstick part. Because in a son-mother way, I had a serious crush on my mom because she could sing her butt off. And I just looked up and down to her. I looked around. I looked everything about my mother. You know, I loved her. And I even asked her to marry me one day. I was like, nah. She said no. But you know what? I understood. I understood it.
Anyone heal me? Anyone care? Listen and envy. It cries out. Broken teardrops. Dangerous game.
Like integral.
did y'all?
You start to think who he was talking to, like what audience he was addressing,
That's the
like,
thing.
what he was thinking about.
Did y'all hear the 15-minute song he released a few months
In the
ago?
closet?
Was it 19 minutes?
Something crazy.
He always got the long song.
I
No, but this is the
couldn't-
first song in years.
I couldn't listen.
If the song's called "I Admit," and he came out and admitted all these things.
About, I don't even want to hear that.
Exactly. I couldn't. I started
Wouldn't
listening.
even
I
hear that,
listened
bro.
for 2 minutes and I was done.
He was going in, like talking about kids.
He vaguely admitted everything, but it's like when you know it's him and you know how he's singing it, it's like it's pretty explicit. Then he goes into like some kind of sob story, how he's broke and this and that. He got blackballed. He got raped when he was a kid. I mean, this song is like.
But apparently,
it's really hard to.
He's got 16% more Spotify spins now because of this. I'm telling you, publicity.
Everybody
is
that doesn't
publicity.
know about him.
Not only that, people are
curious.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm curious.
And people are reminiscing, I'm sure, and playing the songs that they love so much.
Horrible people.
You know.
Can't draw myself to do it.
I would never play R. Kelly now. Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And I used to be like, yo, he could actually be going down as the king of R&B. You gotta strip that away now.
Yeah, you can't be a king and shit like that following you around your career. That's
and the gall. Like he actually in May was on Facebook Live, caught like joking or being really hot-headed about this whole thing. He said, you know, you can't take me from my destiny. You guys should have brought this stuff up 30 years ago. Laughing about it.
30 years ago?
That's what I'm saying. He knows who he is. He's innately like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like even when he was talking about his mom, it was like he was reminiscing and enjoying the memories a little too much. It was very awkward.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta be an awkward guy to want to do that.
You're right.
And to know you're doing that, and then have money and power on top of that, and still be doing that.
Yeah.
And hide it too. We strategically do it. So, because he knew it was wrong. If he didn't know it was wrong, he wouldn't be trying to hide it.
My thing is like, how did he even end up making evidence of himself? Like, that was so stupid.
For real. I can tell you. For real. I can live, I can love, I can be better with you. For real. I can feel, I can see, I can tell you. For real. I can live, I can love, I can be better with you. For real. I can feel, I can see, I can tell you. For real. For real. I can hear, I can feel, I can see, I can tell you.
A book. I'm writing a book right now. It's a collection of stories from African American women mostly, but you know, anybody. If you want to send in your stories about your embarrassing hair moments that maybe took you out of your character or made you feel like you had to, you just were really embarrassed. I would love to hear your stories, and I want to put a collection of them in my book. I'll tell you the title later.
The strongest people sometimes have weak moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna go good in the book.
Yeah.
Great.
You have a title for the book, or is it?
I do. It's top secret.
It's top secret, or it's top secret.
It's top secret.
Okay, so y'all can't know about the book. Make it
No,
short.
you'll know.
Well, y'all don't know about the book.
You'll know.
You'll know,
I don't know what's
but
going on.
not now.
Not included right now.
Now you.
But
gonna
I
know
do
about
want,
it.
I do
Now.
want it to be a community of stories. So please do. If you have some stories, please DM them to me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Princess, like the word PRINCESS. The number 4, T as in Tom, A as in Apple, Princess 4TA.
That's pretty
My name
good.
is Princess 4TA.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Yes,
That's a good way to describe your email. Like that. It's dope.
Instagram handle.
Oh, my
But
bad.
my email is the same.
Same,
It's at
yeah.
the same thing at Gmail.
Yo, this is Fax. Just wanted to thank Princess for coming on to the show. She had to leave early from the interview because she had to take a flight early that morning. She's popping right now, so what you expect. Thank you, Princess, for blessing us with your glow. This is Facts and Fuckery telling you to like and subscribe to the video, comment. We putting in work for 2019. You already know the deal.